The IMF may have just hinted that the Albanese government has no clue about what they are doing. IMF has warned the government expanding the 5% deposit scheme could push house prices even higher by boosting demand in a supply-constrained market. See, the problem is that if you allow buyers to enter the market with just a 5% deposit, then that clearly improves access to credit. More people can buy sooner. Recent Cotality research observed that homes eligible under the scheme's price caps recorded price growth of 3.6% over the final 3 months of 2025. Over the same period, homes above the caps grew by 2.4%. In simple terms, prices rose faster in the segment directly influenced by the policy. But this is where it doesn't end. Treasury documents released through Freedom of Information requests confirmed that short-term price impacts were not modeled. Treasury's analysis focused on a 6-year horizon, stating that this is when the full effect on dwelling prices would be realized. But markets don't move on 6-year timelines. When a policy brings forward demand, buyers who might have purchased over several years can enter the market earlier. That can intensify competition, particularly in the lower price brackets where supply is already tight. And Australia's supply challenge is well known. Vacancy rates have been extremely low. Rental pressures remain elevated. Construction activity has faced constraints from costs, labor shortages, planning delays, and zoning restrictions, which leads to a broader question. Does the long-term solution depend more heavily on increasing the number of homes being built through faster approvals, more flexible zoning, and improved project feasibility? Construction costs have climbed roughly 30 to 40% since COVID, reducing project feasibility. Inflation is still running around 3.5 to 4%, above the RBA's 2 to 3% target, keeping the cash rate elevated near 3.85%. This has sharply increased borrowing costs, with many mortgage holders experiencing repayment rises. It is an indication of the mess that this government has created and what is to follow. Without serious zoning reforms and faster construction, it's just buying time. Every day, Australians are paying more for mortgages, rent, and groceries, while policy feels reactive, not strategic. The solution isn't complicated. Fix zoning, approve faster, build more, tackle the structural shortage, because right now it feels like we're piling pressure on top of pressure and hoping it somehow holds.